exhausted. I've been working in this garden to get my community service hours, but I'm so tired.
Why are you working so hard?
I have to do 200 hours of community service to get into college.
No, you don't.
Colleges will not require a specific number of volunteer hours for admission. Colleges do like students who volunteer because it shows civic duty, care for your community, and compassion. So if you're applying to a selective school, you'll want to take that into consideration. But you don't technically have to have volunteer experience to get into college, and you don't need to hit a certain number of hours to do that.
This is my 10th attempt at the SAT. I've managed to get a 1560, but I just can't get any higher.
Why aren't you happy with the 1560?
Because I need 1600 to get into my dream school.
No, you don't. This one is pretty obviously untrue. You do need a high GPA and test score to get into an Ivy League. However, it's more important to have a wow factor than a perfect GPA. You need something that sets you apart from other applicants because everyone applying to the Ivy League is going to have good grades. Connected to this is another lie.
I'm so bored in this class, but I'm getting A+ on every assignment.
Why are you taking a class so easy that you're falling asleep in it?
Because the A+ will look good on my transcripts.
It is more important to take the APs and the advanced classes that your school offers than to get all A's in classes that are not academically challenging. You need to keep challenging yourself and have an upward trend in difficulty and grades. But the classes you take are more important than getting perfect grades. Admissions officers have info on what kinds of classes your school offers, and they want to see that you are taking the most academically rigorous classes that you are able to at your specific school.
I'm so busy running from debate to TSA to band that I don't have any time to hang out with my friends.
Why are you so busy?
Because I need the extracurriculars to get into college.
No, you don't. Colleges want to see that you are passionate about the things that you do. Maybe you're passionate about every singular extracurricular activity you do, and that's great. But you don't need to pack your resume full of things that you quit after a year because you didn't like them. Achievements within a few activities are also important. Pick 3 to 5 things that you really enjoy doing and delve into them all through high school. Think depth in a few activities rather than breadth of many shallow activities.
Last year, I went through a period of really terrible anxiety. I want to talk about it in my college essay, but I know talking about mental health in my personal statement will be an immediate rejection. Do you think you really learned from that time in your life? Absolutely. I'm on medication, I've developed coping skills, and I'm even doing better in school and on my extracurriculars.
I think you should go for it. I know this is a controversial one among college prep companies, but I strongly believe that you can talk about mental health in your personal statement. The key is to talk about it in a way that makes you sound resilient and not defeatist. As in any professional context, you want to present yourself as someone that they want to have at their school without compromising on your authentic experience.
Don't do what I did, young man.
Why? What did you do?
I went to a school ranked 75. Now I'm old, I'm poor, and I have no friends.
I don't think that's why you don't have friends.
I went to a school ranked at number 25, and here I am, making videos for you all. But seriously, while the alumni networks of the Ivy Leagues are nice, the top 100 universities in the US are all good, well-known schools. You can still get an excellent education, a great college experience, and future connections at lower-ranked colleges. And connected to this is the lie that popular schools are better. Sometimes they're popular because they're good, but sometimes they're popular because they have low acceptance rates, and students want bragging rights and the prestige of the college name.
What are you doing? I'm researching jobs that I might like to have and apartments to rent after I get a job and dog breeds so I can get a dog after that. And I'm downloading dating apps so I can find someone to date after that, and then we'll start a family. Wait, hold on. You're 17. Why are you planning your whole future? I have to have it all planned out so I can make it into my dream school.
No, you don't. You don't need to know what you're doing in the future to go to college. The first year or 2 will be spent taking required courses anyway, and in those classes you'll get a better idea of what intrigues you and what you can imagine yourself doing in the future. Let me know if you have any questions.